Have you ever wondered how agriculture plays a part in the Low Carbon Fuel Standard program? Hi, today I'm Morgan Marshall and I'll be talking about the LCFS program that began in California. The LCFS regulation was first approved in 2009 in California. It was finally in action by 2011 with some changes made through previous years after it was put into action. So the LCFS its purpose was to reduce greenhouse emissions from places such as dairy farms. And the regulation was put into place, and its purpose was to limit the amount of carbon intensity allowed. And by doing that, it also encouraged the use of more sustainable fuels that can be produced. So their overall goal was to reduce the carbon intensity by 20% by 2030, and that 20% was to be reduced by the 2010 average. And how are they going to do this? They're going to do this by promoting the use of low carbon and renewable fuels through anaerobic digestion. Anaerobic digestion is a process where manure is put into a system and microorganisms then break down that biodegradable material with no oxygen, and it produces biogas. This biogas can later be processed as an energy source. You may be wondering what this looks like. There are some variations on dairy farms, such as covered manure pits, underground tanks, AD machines, and airtight tanks. Let's take a look at the usage of an airtight tank above ground. In this process, outside organic material is heated at 160 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour when first entering the first tank to eliminate any pathogens. The next step is to then add the manure collected from cows that is mixed into the tank and then pumped into the digester tank. This is heated for 100 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 30 days. During this process, the mixers in the digester tank can release microorganisms that break down the mixture. This then produces that biogas in nutrient digestate. As explained before, biogas can be used to generate electricity. The digestate that is left in the storage tank is left there until it can be utilized as fertilizer on the farm. Now that we know how it's used and implemented on dairy farms, let's have a look at the benefits. The benefits definitely outweigh the drawbacks as seen when compared. Benefits include obviously producing that renewable energy that can be used right on site, reducing those greenhouse gas emissions that are produced by the dairy cattle, airproof tanks that don't allow any leakage, reduced solid waste volumes and pollution from that waste, and finally, recover value from waste in the gas and the nutrients, such as fertilizer. With that being said, say yes to LCFS.